It's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. We're on the line today with the principals of the Penns Manor Elementary and High Schools, Kristen Zieglen and Michelle Dolges, joining us. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
It's good. Well, you're so good at that. It's good to have you both on the air with us here this morning. Hey, we've had some school officials on from various school districts here in this last week talking about everything that is going on in school for the month of May. People might think things are winding down. They're really winding up, aren't they?
Yes, this is actually one of our busiest times of the year. Everything's coming to a close, and we've got a ton of things going on with banquets and different things, field trips, so it's very busy. Yeah,
let's start with standardized testing. PSSA is going on?
Yeah, we're done. We're wrapping them up. We have a few more makeups to do, but we have finished the PSSA testing for grades 3 to 5 here at the elementary, and I do believe 6 through 8 are done as well.
Okay. Kristen, let's talk a little bit about what's going on at the elementary school as we have the final weeks of the school year going right now and still plenty to do, right?
That's right. You know what? We're just trying to finish the year with a little bit of normalcy, a little bit of fun as well. Again, I've always said this, but we've been here since day one, and we need to finish it as well, but also have to celebrate our successes with that. I'm actually getting ready here as soon as I get off the phone with you. I'm going to Yellow Creek with our 5th grade class. We have each grade is going on a field trip this week. It's been a busy one. We're visiting all of our local parks. We've been to Getty Park. We've been to Mack Park. Today we're going to Yellow Creek. We're going to go to Blue Spruce and just trying to get out and visit our local parks. And you know what? Our area has a lot to offer.
What? That's fun stuff.
It is fun stuff.
You got your boots today?
I dug out some old sneakers this morning. I have 2 socks on, and I brought my bug spray, so I'm set.
Well, that's fantastic, though, that the kids get to do that, and it really is a bit of a reward for them, isn't it?
It is. You know what? And, Yellow Creek has a really fabulous environmental educational program, so we're going to meet with Lisa Meadows. I have to give her a shout-out as well. She's fabulous. She's actually come into the school before to provide some programs and some education on wetlands and the wildlife and streams and all of our local characteristics around here. So
I bet you Lisa brings her puppets, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
She's great.
There's nothing that you don't know, is there?
Well, she's great. We love Lisa Meadows, man, and she's got the perfect name for a park ranger.
Yes, she does.
Michelle, what about the high school? What's going on there in the final weeks?
We have a lot of things going on from our National Honor Society to our FFA banquets, trying to squeeze in baseball, softball, track meets. Those have been getting flipped around and double headers, and then we cancel and reschedule. And so it's been busy on our end. We have prom coming up this Friday. The kids will be at the Rustic Lodge for the prom. We're gearing up for graduation. We have National Honor Society induction next week, FFA banquet next week. We're going to have baccalaureate the following week, and we have the senior awards banquet, and our prom or our graduation will be June 2nd. It'll be at our football stadium. If it rains June 2nd, our graduation will move to June 3rd. So we're going to take the first nice day that we have, and that will be our commencement for the seniors. So just trying to make sure everything is lined up and everybody's, ready to graduate. So yeah. It's a challenge.
Well, I bet you it's the same for both of you. That we've heard from some other school administrators. It just seems like this year has gone on forever, and yet it seems like it's gone by in a flash. And those two are paradoxical, and yet they seem to be true. This started a long time ago in August, and there's been so much that has to be crammed into a year and then adjusted over and over again because of the pandemic. And yet you've made it through, and for most of those others that I've talked to, it just seems like it's flown by.
It really has. When you're in the day to day, it seems to go slow. But when you look back, it's like, holy heck, it went so fast from Christmas until now. I can't believe we only have 13 days of school left, and just trying to make sure you have all the loose ends tied up, and it's definitely a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree that we're getting to the point where the kids are done, the teachers are done, and I'm starting to feel the same way.
Hey, let's talk first about a little bit about summer school, and let's start with the elementary schools. Are there special things planned for summer, or just the normal summer school schedule?
Nope. You know what? Honestly, we are planning 2 sessions for our summer learning camp here at the elementary. We're going to do two-week sessions at the end of June and then at the beginning of August as well. So we're going to provide transportation. We're going to provide free meals. I've already booked the Carnegie Science Center Fab Lab to come in. They're coming, I do believe it was July 1st was the date that I had secured. So, we're encouraging the kids to come in for fun, but also for learning.
Yeah. That's the elementary school. Michelle, what about high school?
At the high school, we had a lot of kids initially that went to Google Classroom and weren't in the building, and they quickly discovered as they struggled that it's much easier to be in the building in person. So we do have some students that need some credit recovery throughout the summer. So we are going to have from June, the second week in June through the July 1st, credit recovery that the kids can come in and work with the teacher.
Yeah, they have talked, everybody has talked really about the educational challenges and the learning drag that has gone on and the fact that maybe this year it might be a little bit more severe than in other years, but I sort of get the feeling from talking to some other school administrators that those issues have been worked through now, and students are catching up and doing so pretty rapidly, so that by the start of the fall, everybody ought to be back on the right page.
We've been lucky enough that we've been in session every day. We have not closed at all. So we've been lucky enough that our kids are right where they need to be. But like I said, we had some students initially that decided to go to work at home and do Google Classroom, which was their decision. And some kids have been very successful, but there's been a handful of students who really struggled, keeping a structure and keeping up with everything, that now we're finding they need a little bit of, extra help in the summer.
Yeah. And Kristen, of course, on the elementary level, you've got new students that will be coming in that have never been in a school environment before. Just as you're saying to your sixth graders, you're going over to the other building now and saying goodbye to them. So it's always a big time of transition at the end of a school year for the elementary level, isn't it?
It sure is. This year we're actually going to plan a pre-K camp for our incoming 4-year-olds. Something a little bit more. We're just doing a little bit more than we have done in the past as well. I had a really good conversation the other day with our Indiana County Head Start. Those women are wonderful as well. We have a really good working relationship as we have a co-op with them. So our kids can go to Head Start and also our pre-K program, which is rare here. But as I was talking with them, they even said, well, you know what, Kristen, a lot of our 3 and 4-year-olds missed all of this too during this year of the pandemic. So, we're realizing that those are some really critical needs. We know that, really from birth to 3, birth to 4, those are such critical learning years. And when those kiddos, were out, weren't among peers and, weren't engaged to language, to literacy, all of that, those do have long-term effects. So that's really where my focus will be as well this summer is, trying to target into those 4-year-olds or the ones that are coming in and try to give them more opportunities. So, we are working on a pre-K camp that would be the week before they start. So, that's in the works as well.
A few extra challenges because at that age, those kids, that's when they learn the basic foundations of social interaction. They learn to get with other people and be around other people and what proper behavior is. And If they've lost that opportunity, then that's something that needs to be taken care of as quickly as possible.
Right.
All righty.
Todd, one other thing I just wanted to bring up is we had something really nice happen yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Our FFA class got to work with Earthcraft Landscaping. Their owner, Shanna Scordo, and I'm sorry if I messed up her name, sits on our Ag Advisory Board, and she just feels very strongly about working with kids. And her company donated the materials and help landscape around our high school marquee. And so our FFA students got to work with them yesterday, and it looks beautiful. It really adds a nice touch to the front of the building. So I did want to just say thank you to Landscaping because Earthcraft came and they worked all day yesterday with the kids were out there, and it looks really nice. So if anybody's out around this area, check out our new landscaping around the high school marquee.
Beautiful. That's good to hear. All right, ladies, thank you so much. We wish you continued success ending this school year. And I don't know that you'll want to be on during the summer months, but we'll keep that line open. And if we can talk to you during the summer months, talk about how it's going and preparations for the new academic year, we'll certainly do that, okay?
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye now.
Goodbye.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160.